Hello. Today we're going to be making Ollas. I'm going to use this terracotta pot and saucer to make an ancient technology developed in North Africa. Essentially they would put terracotta pots in the ground and fill them with water, and they'd have really lush gardens for as arid as that place is. So what we're going to do today is to make them. Essentially this pot and saucer costs $3.50. And it's the same volume of Ollas that you can buy online. You say, well, I can just buy one online. Well, they're $40 a piece. That's what I've been seeing online. So I'm going to make these for $3.50, all materials included. So come on along with me, and we're going to make these drought-busting buddies together. Okay? Come on along. Okay, so I'm going to be running a bead of caulk around these plates here. It is waterproof, of course, and it dries in 30 minutes. It's ready for water, mold free for 10 years. All right, so let's go ahead and get that underway.
This caulk will not only bond the pot to the saucer, but it will also create a liquid-tight seal that will keep the water from rushing at the mortar I will use momentarily.
Easy. Hey, that looks really good. They're fitting together really nice and firm. There's a nice bead. Now, here's the key here is I'm going to be filling this with mortar, just standard mortar mix, for bricks. This is terracotta, so it will hold to it, and it's just one more line of defense to keep that water from just like pouring out, and it won't, and it's going to leach out of the sides here. Kind of excited about this. Looks real good. So we'll be back in 30 minutes. We're going to put the mortar on. I've got my mortar mix ready to go here, so I'm going to go ahead and get started on that. It's a little messy.
This mortar will create a lifetime bond to the terracotta pot. Though I colorized it, this certainly does not need to be done. If you've seen my How to Cast Sunflowers video, then you can understand why I added some color to this normally gray mortar.
Okay, so that looks good enough for me. Remember, it's going underground. Using gray mortar is just perfectly fine, but it's looking good. I'm liking what I see, and so I'm going to go ahead and do the rest, and I'll show you them all finished, okay? Okay, you can see that they're all set. It's going to take about 10 days for the mortar to dry. You can see that the water is already wicking up here. That's the beauty of these, and the genius of the ancient North Africans, using these in their gardens to make them lush. Brilliant idea. Anyways, these will dry in about 10 days, and I'll be pouring water in here, and it will be coming out this way into my potted plants, and I'm hoping to conserve 90% water, and once again, I won't have to be watering every day. It's been about 10 days since these dried. I'll show you that there's water in here. See that? There's water, 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 and water. I'm going to let this run for an hour. I'll speed up the video so that you don't sit here and tap your thumbs, but essentially we're looking for water wicking.
After this 1 hour example I'm showing you, which I did on a Saturday, I left them on the table and they continued wicking from that Saturday to Friday, which is 6 days. It may increase or decrease in time. I know that the pots they will be placed in are in the hottest location of my yard. When the 100-degree sizzling summer sun hits my potted plants, they should cut my watering frequency from daily to roughly every 4 or 5 days. Hey, now I'll be able to take a summer vacation. This particular Olla has a watering capacity of 1.5 quarts or 48 ounces. Here's my second version of my drought-busting buddies. This buster requires no caulk. The plastic bottle was purchased at the dollar store for $1. and the pot I will put it in was less than 2. This particular Olla has just over a 1 quart capacity, or 34 ounces. For the next technique, we've got the holes drilled and we're ready to put the mortar in. So I've got mortar mixed here, it's uncolored. And what I'm going to do is fill this hole at the bottom first. I'm just going to create a round ball. The mortar. Yeah. Drop it right in there. That should create about a 1/2 inch or so. A little too much. I'm going to take just a little bit out. Okay. And looks good. Looks real good. Okay, so what I'm going to do here now is use this perlite. This is, for garden soil. I mix my own garden soil, so I have a lot of this around. You can buy a small bag of it at your garden shop, anywhere. A little messy, but this is going to keep the mortar from going into the pot. The pot is very porous. So I get it up to there. Looks pretty good to me. Put it back in the bag. Okay. Now I'm going to seal this guy up, straighten it out just a little bit. Super easy job here, you can see. Put it on by hand. Kind of pushing it in. Of course, that's why I'm wearing the gloves. This is very caustic once again. You don't want this to come in contact with your skin. You get a little bit on you, that's okay, but you just don't want to have this for a long period of time on your skin. I'm going to get this nice and high. And squeeze it in there. Over and smooth it out a tad. Okay, so these are also 6-inch pots. These are 6-inch plates or saucers. I'm going to go ahead and put these on here. I'm going to put a bead of caulk first, slip them on there right like that. If you're interested in using only, silicone caulk, this would be the method for you. I like the idea of using mortar because I feel it'll last a lifetime. You'll get probably 8 to 10 years of really good service out of these. I feel that these will last a lifetime. But the mortar step, I realize for some of you it may be too complicated. So we're going to go ahead and lay down some caulk, and I'll show you this really quick. In part 2 of this video, I will show the Ollas being used in my garden pots. I will discuss why I am placing them in a particular pot. I will also show you how to get the most effective water-saving technique for unglazed terracotta pots. I hope you watch part 2. If you have a question, I will respond, and thank you for watching.